I love a challenge. I mean, this channel is built for challenges, and I grew up on World of Warcraft, so giving World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore a go was a no-brainer. The problem is I haven't played World of Warcraft in a long time, and even further, I've honestly not enjoyed an MMO in an even longer time. I work, then I work on YouTube, and with what time I have left, yeah, an MMO just does not make the cut, and sadly for the longest time, World of Warcraft has just seemed a draining and tedious game instead of an escape. The hope is that giving Hardcore a go will take me back to a simpler MMO time where I can just live a story in a fantastical yet grounded world and simply have fun. So let's find out about Broydin Sootnose, the young farm boy who set out to a local recruitment area to make a name for himself. Or, more likely, set out to enact a childish dream of adventure and fame, one which no doubt leads to a dead end.
Chapter 1: The Road to Fame.
The life of a simple farm boy starts with a simple task. So simple, in fact, that these future soldier training grounds are littered with hundreds of simple people from across Azeroth. The sheer amount of recruits is overwhelming. So much so, my feelings of awe are almost immediately shut down and replaced with concern. In this mass of flesh, will I truly be the one who can rise above the rest? My tale must go further than but a stupid boy who left his relatively safe home. Seeing these people, all trying to do what I do, only secures that I have to make it further than any other, or else I am but a fool with a dream, and I guess a sword. So, using this sword is my focus, and use it I did. My first task was to help cull some of the local pests, including well over 50 kobolds. Though these overgrown humanoid rats' muscles are so puny and manged, I am shocked they can pick up their tools. Then, the wolves and, well, what do you expect from a creature only feeding on the measly flesh of a kobold? I slay my way through this area feeling optimistic that I am not just another body for the mighty human empire. I learn new moves such as, shouting? The warrior trainer swears that screaming at your enemy does something, but it still feels a little bit silly to me. Either way, it is not long until I am asked to get out of this overrun boot camp and make my way to Goldshire to protect a real village and real lives. Arriving, I hear news of another kobold infestation, and after slaying far too many, I already decide this is where my skills serve best. Plus, there is nearby farmland that may be at risk, and not much further than that, my own family. However, I realise that I need a way to equip myself before venturing onwards, and so I head to the towering statues and walls of Stormwind, the bastion of humanity, the hub of civilization, a place my parents always dreamed of seeing. It was glorious indeed, though what really mattered was getting myself a travelling profession to earn money with and craft sorely needed gear. And amidst slaying even more kobolds, slightly healthier ones at that, I mined some copper ore whilst assisting some of my fellow farm folk. Most notably I help old Tommy Joke or Maybelle Stonefield. It was only a few years ago I had a crush on her myself. The farm girl next door. Now I crave only to explore the world and make a name for myself. Whilst I haven't yet, I mean I'm barely even a friend to the city of Stormwind, a few guards only having heard of my amateur escapades, I do small deeds here and there, finding myself a massive training sword on the body of a murloc. Why it has this sword where it hid the sword, I know not, but after 10 silver spent my entire savings up to this point on being taught how to use it, as well as some training on the local bandits trying to gouge money from wandering traders. I am now a warrior not to be messed with, but more so I can't help but think of home and hope my parents would be proud of the progress I'm making. It may have just started, but it feels every step forwards closer towards my dream. I notice how much further away my family are, and with that, I miss them.
Chapter 2. A Warrior Born.
But yes, about that warrior thing, Princess is the first thing to get in the way of that. Apparently I can slay countless kobolds, bears, murlocs, but a single pretty boar? No. This close call did teach me a lesson though. Death can happen fast. If I want fame, I need to be alive. Luckily, there are countless adventurers out there and many willing to work together, well, with me, but we are not the same. I want all the glory and I do not want to share it. No, what am I saying? I shouldn't be greedy. As was the fate of the guard here eaten alive by murlocs. I feel so stuck within this state of whimsical adventure and existential fear. A child prancing through a field of flowers, or a slug in a field of salt. Despite this, I have one certainty. A life spent on the farm watching my father and mother craft every horseshoe and branding iron means I know how to empower myself. And thanks to this, every piece of copper ore, every ingot, every strike of my pick is a vital and rewarding moment. It isn't just a silly side activity, but something I am fervent in doing. Either way, there's places to be, murlocs to slay. A local guard mentions that the same murlocs who killed his friend now run amok and asks me to take them out. Of course, this is no issue at all. I've got enough experience with murlocs now. Except I underestimate just how smarter they are than kobolds. These murlocs most definitely know how to work together, and that they do. As I'm minding my business, several come running towards me for the first time. Well, since Princess, and I need to run. Recovering, I contemplate how to deal with this. I mean, I can't take out more than one at a time, and sadly I should have spent more time thinking about this because shortly after, almost out of nowhere, several murlocs appear, ambushing me. I did try to run. My potions were on cooldown. I fumbled in my bag just trying to grab them, and because of that, I feel a spear bite the back of my heel. I fall to the ground and feel the world go dark. And in this moment, all I can think about is that dead guard, that corpse on the floor, and that I am just another body. That but a few meters away is now my mutilated corpse. My parents will never find out. Life will go on without me. And the search for fame was a waste. I should have just stayed a farm boy. This was definitely a different video. I just wanted to mess around on WoW Hardcore whilst trying to make an interesting video, and this is what I came up with. I didn't take it super seriously, and I would definitely be interested in giving it another go with your feedback. The next video would naturally be longer as I would try much harder. If you like this, do the YouTuber things I'm supposed to beg you for, but most importantly, please let me know so I can keep making content you enjoy. See you later, perfectionists.